Yo, yo, yo. Let's go. We're live. Let's go. Yo, Tyler Mott to Horvat. Oh. John Gibson, big save. Let's go. 1 minute left. All right. Oh, Getzlaff could have been gone there. What's up, Bacon Ray, bro? What's up, Ahmed? Lucas C. Habs fan. Let's go. Yo, last second decision on a stream here, guys. Let's go. Butcher, no. I just couldn't make a scoreboard in time, so I just threw this together quickly. Alright. Why am I streaming this late? Because it's a great game, Blaze. Sorry, that's the wrong score. My bad, guys. That's the wrong score. People probably joining. That's totally the wrong score. What am I doing? I'm on some good shit right now. No. Wrong score. There you go. Let's go. All right, guys. 1 in the chat. You think the Canucks are going to win? 2 in the chat for the Ducks. Let's see it. All right. 40 seconds left. All right. Oh, shit. A shot there stopped by Demko. That was risky. Yeah, no, Joey. Wrong score. I definitely had the wrong score going. I didn't realize. I was rushing to set it up. I guess that was from... What game was that from? I don't even know what that game was from, but anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah, what score was 5-4? Why would I have had 5-4? I'm so confused, but whatever. How's it going, Jeremiah? What's up, Ibrahim? Kevin, thanks for being here, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Hit that like button. Let's go. Jay Tall, what's going on? Welcome if you're a new subscriber. Shib in the chat. Hockey, what's up, guys? All right, 23 seconds left. Up in the air. Shattenkirk tried to keep the puck in, and the Canucks will clear it, and not enough for an icing. Shots are 36-23 for the Canucks. Oakley choked. Wow. Let's go. Yeah, guys, hit that like button if you haven't yet. And that's going to be it for the third period. We're going to overtime. We are going to overtime. Let's go. The Canucks have actually, yeah, they've been in a few overtimes. The Canucks, can they extend the winning streak to 7, guys? Hey, how's it going, Nate? Thanks for being in the chat, man. Hopefully, yeah, you've had a good holidays with your fam. Let's go. I need to put Coles in goal as well. Put Coles in or Garland. I already got Draisaitl like scoring, so I'm fine. But all right, folks, get your goal score predictions in the chat. See, I told you guys that I might be live tonight for a late one. Hey, we got back-to-back overtimes. Ivan Provorov's goal in overtime was unreal. I did some. Who was there for the exclusive commentary in the HTHVC in the Discord for the Flyers game? Guys, in the chat, who was in the HTHVC for the exclusive commentary? I know a couple people that were in there at least. Yeah, the game ending in 2-1, maybe. But Cole's in for the Canucks. Yeah, I'm gonna go Garland for the winner for Canucks, and for the Ducks, I'm going to go Kevin Shattenkirk. Hey, there you go, Joseph. Unreal. Hey, all good, Jeremiah. No worries. All right. Did I even send that tweet out? Bro, that was so gross from Provorov. I'm retweeting that. All right. Yo, Ashley with the $10 dono. Big dono from Ashley. Says, come on, Canucks, let's go. Hello, John. Hope you're doing well. Hashtag daily dono. Let's go. Let's get some hype in the chat for Ashley. I really appreciate the dono. And to anyone else that's in here, if you haven't subscribed yet, I do content and streams all the time. Let's go. And if you sub up, your name will pop up in the chat and on the screen. Let's get fired up. Get your goal score predictions in the chat, Ashley, and everyone else. Let's go. Thank you so much, Ashley. Ashley Hype. What's up, man? Preet, Young Stud, White. What's up, guys? Let us know if you're a Canucks or Canucks or Ducks fan in the chat. Let us know. Sorry, I can't speak English these days. All right, we're underway for overtime. Like I said, my picks are Shattenkirk and Garland. Oh, a bad turnover by the Canucks. 3-on-1 for the Ducks. Across Terry, and he missed Raquel. And now it's JT Miller on a breakaway for the Canucks. JT Miller scores! JT Miller, top left corner. And the Vancouver Canucks win 2-1 in overtime and extend the winning streak to 7. And they're at 500. What a goal by JT Miller. Holy shit. The Ducks had a 3-on-1. Bad pass by Terry. Bruce, there it is. Wow. That's insane. Yo, Ashley with the 5s. Let's go. Woo! Where's the Canucks goal horn? I gotta play the Canucks goal horn for the Canucks fans in the chat. Sorry, Ducks fans. Here's the Canucks goal horn. Yeah, Myers almost sold so hard. We got 40 in the chat. Yeah. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe. Drop a like. Yeah, that was so fast. That was way too fast. I wanted a long back and forth overtime. That was, whatever. That was still hype. But I wanted back and forth for a bit. The Ducks sold the bag. Thank you so much, Ashley, for the donos. You're unreal. Now we got to stay for a bit and chat with the crew. Who's around, guys? Who's in the chat right now? Make yourselves known. Hello. I'm John. Nice to meet you. What's up, SD? ABC, what's up? Hey, Ryan, what's up, buddy? What a legend. Bruce Boudreau's like, let's kick some ass in 2022. Brucey wants that 10-0. Oh, the Canucks are flying. Yeah, what's up, Tyrone? How's it going, Shayan? Hey, how's it going, Tristan? Always good to see you here. Kay, what's up, buddy? Hey, Ahmed, what a legend. Ahmed's in the chat. Let's go, Ahmed. What a legend. I can't believe the Canucks, 9 of their last 10 games wins. They're back to 500. My Canucks take for overtime ain't looking too bad. Yeah, actually. Well, Tristan, I don't think the Canucks are trying to trade any of these guys right now. They're pushing back for a playoff spot potentially. When I look at the standings right now, guys, the Canucks are making their way back. And people thought I was crazy when I said don't count out the Canucks yet. The Canucks are currently only... Yes, they've played 2 more games than the Oilers, but the Canucks are only 4 points back of the Oilers right now. Oh my god, that's crazy. Canucks are only 4 points back of the Oilers. Like, saying that out loud sounds insane. That sounds insane. Wow. That's insane. What's up, Mason? All right, guys, what do you think's more likely to happen right now? The Canucks making the playoffs? Or one of the Flames or Oilers to miss? Or do you think there's potential of all three of those teams making it in the Pacific Division? I don't know. I feel like off of default, because Vegas is there and because of how tough the Central Division is, I feel like one of those three teams will miss. But I don't know, man. It's so tough right now. The Canucks are just on a crazy roll. If they can, obviously they're not going to keep winning in general, but because I'm just thinking, like, looking at the standings, right? So say the Canucks keep flying and they sneak into the playoffs. I do agree with people. I think the Ducks are going to fall a bit, but I'm still not convinced the Ducks are going to full out miss the playoffs because they've been so good. They do have a lot of overtime losses. Like, if you combine their overtime losses with their regulation losses, they're 17 and 16. So that is something to be said, right? The Oilers don't have a single overtime loss this year. Isn't that crazy to say? The Oilers don't have a single overtime loss. They're just straight out 18 and 12. The Ducks have 16 losses, so they actually have 4 more losses than the Oilers, but are 5 points ahead because they have all those overtime losses. Same thing with the Canucks. The Ducks only actually have 2 more wins than the Canucks. Isn't that crazy? But because of all those overtime loss points, that's why the Ducks are in second in the Pacific. It's crazy, man. All those, like, that Pacific Division, Ducks with 17 wins, Flames with 15, Oilers with 18, Sharks with 16, Kings with 14, Canucks with 15. Like, it's so close. The fact that from 7th place in the division to first place is only separated by 10 points is insane. The only team that's real far back is the Kraken. But 1st to 7th place is only a 10-point spread. Yo, Ibrahim with the 2. Thank you so much for the dono. Says, do you think the IIHF will resume the World Juniors? I think they're going to try. I'm not, like I said, I'm not putting my hope up for something that's so questionable, so we'll see. Bruce, there it is. What's up, Business Basics? Good to see you in the chat. Shaz, I don't think so. By the way, welcome if you're a new subscriber. Thanks for being here. Always appreciate the support. I think the Canucks, obviously they're not going to keep this pace up, but at the start of the year, I had the Canucks finishing 3rd in the Pacific Division. I basically stood by that, but a little bit, I backtracked a little bit. I said, after they went through all their losing, I said, I still think the Canucks can turn their season around and finish in the wild card spot. The 2 teams I've said that about are the Canucks and the Flyers. I still believe the Flyers can kind of turn the season around at some point here and make maybe a wild card spot or push towards the end. And I believe that with the Canucks. I think, especially with the Canucks, with what they've done, but even before this winning streak, like after, I want to say when I made the video with Clay, but even after that, when we talked about rebuilding potentially, I said if the Canucks can change coaches here and make a coaching change by the new year, I think they can still push for a wildcard spot. Well, they made the coaching change even earlier, and it's not even 2022 yet, and they've won 9 of their last 10 games. They've completely turned things around. They're at 500 right now, and all of a sudden they're only 4 points back, as I said, from the Oilers. Ashley with a 5. Thank you so much. Let's talk about the Central. Yeah, Mason. Well, that's why I'm saying. The Pacific Division, that's why I asked. At least one of the, or even 2 of those teams are missing, because if you look at the Central Division, I think, okay, I'm not maybe fully sold on the Predators yet, but I'm pretty convinced that the Blues, Wild, Avalanche, and I'm even saying the Jets, I can't see the Jets missing the playoffs. I really can't. To me, there's no scenario where I see the Jets missing. If they miss, that would be the biggest disappointment for me. Well, outside of the Avs, like the Wild and Blues, I still think, for me at least, they've been a surprise in the sense of being the top 2 in the division. That's my opinion. I think that for me going into the season, skill-wise, on paper, Jets and Avalanche were my two favorites in the Central. So obviously a lot can change. Like the Wild have 3 more games played than the Avs, for example, and are only 4 points up. So I think the Wild will probably finish somewhere between second in the division to a wild card spot. So if Blues, Wild, Avalanche make it, it's going to come down to probably Jets, Predators, and maybe Stars in there. I had the Hawks in a wild card spot, but I just don't know. They've done better, but they're still 4 games below 500, or 4 wins below 500. But thank you so much, Ashley, for the dono. Says was just stopping by. Time to go. Have a great night, John. See you, chat. Drop a like and sub. Thank you so much, Ashley. Ashley, hype in the chat. Wow, Mason says hot take. Jets finished 6th in the Central. Mason, what about the Jets do you not believe in? They have a deep defense group that, again, hasn't been amazing, but deep. They have one of the best goalies. To me, I would say you have to consider Hellebuck a top 5 goalie. And then they have a pretty deep forward group. I don't know. I would be curious. Yeah, well, Salty, they would have to. Vegas has to make moves, right, to get Eichel in the season, unless they pull Lightning and bring Eichel only back for the playoffs, which is definitely possible. But I feel like the league would look into it. It's so suspect if they do that. They put a timeline on Eichel potentially returning for February or March. If they hold him off until all the way like late April, that's gonna look so weird. But you never know. It's a neck injury. Lightning did a similar thing with Kucherov. We got 45 in the chat again, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. Hit that like button. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'll stay live here for another 5-10 minutes. Yeah, Jeremiah, I wasn't really going to sleep, so I just thought it was a close game. I might as well stick around and chat about the Canucks and Ducks here and just chat hockey. Yo, 9 more likes to 50. That'd be great if we get there. Sharms, I didn't expect this fully, but I did say that when Bruce Boudreau came in, I expected them to win games right away. I thought Bruce Boudreau was going to be kind of like a quick spark, like that short-term relief. I don't know necessarily if he's going to be that long-term solution, but I was pretty confident that, yeah, when Bruce came in, if I could honestly be, like, if I could be honest in what I expected, I probably would say I expected probably like 6 or 7 of 10 games, like 6 or 7 wins of 10 games, not 9 of 10 wins. Like, that's pretty crazy. They've won 9 of their last 10 games. I was probably in around the 6 to 7 wins in that span. So to me, that's already pretty optimistic, getting 6 or 7 wins in 10 with how the Canucks were, but pretty wild. Yo, Manpreet, we don't recommend raids in the chat, but Parker's a cool guy, so I'll think about it. We'll see how the chat's moving. Did the Jets hire a new coach? Yeah, so they didn't bring in... They have... I'm pretty sure they have Dave Lowry, right? As the interim? Or am I tripping? Yeah, Dave Lowry is the interim head coach, which to me is crazy that his son is Adam Lowry. Like, I think that's pretty wild. If someone knows a stat on that, I actually meant to do my research on that. If someone could bring it up, if there's ever been, or at least when's the last time there's been a head coach in the NHL that has his son on the same team, that's wild. Because, yeah, Dave Lowry is the interim head coach for Winnipeg, and Adam Lowry, his son, is on the team. Wild. No, so Jeremiah, it's a 7-game win streak for the Canucks right now. 9 of their last 10 games have been wins. Blues won a Stanley Cup in 3rd. Well, Brendan, anything can happen, right? I'm not saying the Canucks are going to automatically make the playoffs here, but yeah, I mean that's a somewhat decent reference. The Blues were last place heading into the new year, and they came back, made the playoffs, and won the Cup. I'm not saying that's exactly what's going to happen with the Canucks here, but I do believe with this kind of turnaround here, I think the Canucks can make the playoffs. I mean, I haven't really steered away from that. But yeah, obviously it was a conversation that I was having with Clay that if this keeps going downhill, they would maybe have to trade some assets away. At this point, unless things go back to the way it was, you're not trading a JT Miller. You're not trading. The only guys that they would maybe trade would be, I don't know. Like, if they were, like, maybe 10 points out of a playoff spot leading into the trade deadline, or 8 points out, maybe they would trade, like, a Tyler Mott and a Halak, guys like that, just to get assets back. And then if they make the playoffs, great. If they don't, they don't. But I think... do they play at the same time, Mason? Yeah, that's kind of dumb. I'm probably going to end up running 2 screens that day if that's the case. I thought it was different. I thought it didn't overlap completely. I thought it was different times. It's both at 7. You're right. That's so stupid. That is really dumb. You're right. That's so dumb. I don't get that, man. Like, they were postponing games, and they kept, like, they choose to keep the Sens Leafs game when the Blues Wild. Like, that's where I just talk about the NHL. It's just so weird with growing the sport. Why are you overlapping, like, the Leafs, one of the biggest markets, against, like, the Battle of Ontario? You're putting that at the same time as the Winter Classic. That is so stupid, 100%. I thought the Winter Classic was at 8 o'clock for some reason, because it's Central Time. Oh, my God. That's so dumb. That is dumb. I don't know. I'll probably just do coverage for both, I guess. I don't like missing my own team play, but I wanted to watch the Winter Classic, so what do you guys think? Maybe I'll just do a stream at that time and do coverage for both, run both my screens, do a Winter Classic / Leafs Send stream, I guess. I don't know. Again, like I said, I hate putting Leafs ahead of, like, a winner, but it's my team. I don't want to miss my team play. It would be the same for you guys. I don't get that scheduling wise. And man, like, just postpone it. I don't care. Just postpone it. Yeah, Mason, that's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to just do both. Because I have 2 monitors here, 2 screens here. On one screen, I'll have Winter Classic. One screen, I'll do Leafs Sends, and I'll do commentary for both. A little bit of both. Sound all right, guys? I think that's all right. We got 50 in the chat. If you guys have any other questions for me, I'm going to end here at 1:30, so 8 minutes. I'll do 8 minutes. Right at 1:30, I'll end. So if you guys have any other questions for me, let's try to get 7 more likes for 50. And again, if you're a new subscriber, welcome. Thanks for being here. Nah, Thomas, what are you talking about? Wild and Blues hurt the top 2 teams in the Central. It's actually going to be a pretty good game. Jari is playing like a top 5 goalie right now, Colin. What's up, buddy? What's up, Winslow? Brendan C., thanks for being here. Who is better, Svetch or Hughes? Jack, that's comparing positions, man. Oh, you're talking about Jack Hughes. Okay. That's so tough. Okay, Jack, that's such a tough question because I think Jack Hughes has the higher ceiling. So here's what I'll say. If I wanted to win a playoff round right now, this is how I'll answer that question. If I wanted to win a playoff round, if I wanted to win today a cup, I'm picking Svechnikov. If I was building a franchise, I would pick Jack Hughes. Probably. Again, I probably think Svetch takes a little bit of the edge either way, but I think if I was building a franchise, I would probably pick Jack Hughes because I think he has a little bit of a higher ceiling, but right now, Svetch. Right now, for sure, Svechnikov. A lot of you guys have trash talked Jack Hughes. I think you guys are gonna regret that in a few years, to be honest. Like, Jack Hughes is one of those guys that I think he's gonna like, they need to, I would say, stress patience with the guy. I think he's gonna end up being really good in his mid to late 20s. Like, he's 20 years old. And he has 11 points in 14 games. He's still got to bulk up a little bit more. If I would say if Jack Hughes can get about to 180, 185 at his height. Anyways, he's only 20, so I'm going to be patient with Jack Hughes. Yeah, I mean, Jeremiah, again, different positions for me. I think Lafreniere, yeah, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed in Lafreniere right now, but I still have hope that Lafreniere is going to be really good. I'm kind of surprised because some of these first overall picks lately have just not jumped in and been explosive the way that we've seen in the past. Because think about, there's so many first overall picks for quite a few years there. But specifically from, well, Ekblad was a little slow, but I would say if you look at McKinnon, Ekblad, McDavid, Matthews, those guys were basically pretty much impact right away, right? And then after that, Dahlin was a little slow. Hischier, Hughes, Lafreniere. So it's been slow for some of these guys. Yeah, I think even Wright, like if Wright's first roll, I don't think he's going to make an impact right away either. Most likely. We'll see. Things could change over the next 6 months. But yeah, I would say that Bedard and Michkov, like Michkov is going to be in Russia for a couple years after, so we'll see. But yes, Bedard has a chance to make an impact right away, I think. Oh man, Ovi's crazy right now, Jeremiah, for sure. Yeah, we'll see, Colin. Yeah, more first overall picks could definitely do what Power did. Hey, Logan, thank you so much for subscribing. See, we got a new subscriber. Thank you so much, Logan. Thanks for subscribing, buddy. Let's get some Logan hype in the chat, and to anyone else that subscribes, appreciate you guys. We'll go 3 more minutes. If you have any other questions, ask away. Man, it's pretty impressive, guys. At 1:30 Eastern time, basically. 1:30 a.m. We got 50 in the chat. Mad respects. I definitely don't think we would have this many people if it was like school time and shit. I know it's because holidays. Logan says go Red Wings. There you go, man. Definitely got to get a Red Wings game going soon or do some Red Wings content. All right. I think I am dropping a video tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I'm probably dropping a video tomorrow. We'll see, though. Might be the tier video tomorrow. Brian, how's it going, man? Habs, I think I made a TikTok about it, and I might make another YouTube video. I would say my 2 certainties about Montreal is Ben Sherratt will definitely get traded, and I think one of their depth guys will get traded. One of like Lehkonen or Kulak will definitely get traded. What I think they should do, but I don't know if they will, I think they should explore trading Jake Allen. I think his value could be really high for a contender as a number 2. I think they should try to get a first-round pick from a team for Allen. How's it going? I don't give a Kachuk. Revenite in the chat. I don't think so, Revenite. Here's what I'll say. I think the only way Michkov would fall to like a 3rd overall would be if Fantilli completely like raises his stock like insane over the next year and a half. To me, that's the only other guy that can get to that point, at least right now. So like, yeah, if it was a team that maybe with their scouting department or management, if they got nervous with like the Russian perspective and like that Michkov could stay in Russia for longer, I could see them going for like a Fantilli if his stock, because I think Fantilli is going to be really good from what I've seen. I haven't seen as much of him, but I know a bunch of people that have seen him a bunch, and actually there's a couple people that know him. But anyways, the point is, I think Michkov, regardless, goes 2nd overall if it's a team that's rebuilding, because 2-3 years, whatever, that team can wait. To get a generational talent potentially like Michkov, I don't think you pass it up. Hey, Casmi, thank you so much for Mississauga. I appreciate you. I hope you come back if you're subscribed. Have the notification bell on. Let's go. Wild Future Talk. Yeah, I can make a video. Obviously, I think it was Rossi, right, Mason, that had, I think Raybro was saying, had an OT winner or had a few points today or something. What's his stat line on the season? Marco Rossi's got, holy shit, 21 points in 19 games in the AHL. He's going to be so good, man. Woohoo! Rossi, bro. This guy's going to be so gross. Man, I think they should call him up maybe in the second half. Freaking, yeah, man. Give him the chance. Get Victor Rask out of there. Get Nico Sturm or Freddie Gaudreau down in the lineup and give... Man, imagine Marco Rossi with either Kaprizov or Fiala, Foligno, Zuccarello. Like, Buddy would dominate with those guys. But again, you don't want to rush a guy like Rossi. Yeah, hockey. I don't really have too much. If you want to follow me on TikTok at Hot Take Hockey, I posted a couple of videos on there, so definitely follow me on TikTok. I mean, here's what I'll say. I'm not putting my hope up, but it was at least, I guess, better to hear that they're going to make the effort, but that's all talk for me. I'm not going to believe anything until I see action. So they had a lot of talk about they were going to make an effort to see if they can get this done in June, to continue the World Juniors in June, but that's so far away, and I won't believe it until I see progress on it. Yeah, Boldy as well, man. But is Boldy still injured? Yeah, Rajwinder, pretty poor planning. I will say, I understand the Omicron variant kind of went crazy pretty fast over a couple weeks, but because like even for myself, I feel like I was going out with friends like it was nothing like a month ago. Like restrictions were so down a month ago, and then now we're in this again. It's just insane, like how a month can change so much. It's been rough. My opinion on Philip Zadina, yeah, I mean, I still have hope, but definitely been disappointing for me. I think for myself right now and how I see him, I think he's borderline bust, but I still need to see more from him. Like, I'm not going to call him a bust until he's about 23, 24. I think he's 22 right now. To me, like, he's got 10 points in 30 games. It's just, at 22 years old, and what I've seen from other players at that age, from where he was drafted 6th overall, I would expect him to be, like, for example, what William Nylander's been for Toronto, or what Nikolai Ehlers has been for Winnipeg, or some of these guys. That's what I expected from Philip Zadina. So it's just really disappointing to see him not become that top-line player, at least produce like it. But I think I'm going to keep talking over the next couple of years about Zadina being a breakout candidate, because sometimes we just see it a little bit late. Like, this is a bad example because I would not compare this player at all to Philip Zadina, but Tage Thompson, for example, he was a late first-round pick. So, again, and his size is not, like, fully two different players. But Tage Thompson's exploding this year. He's got, 20 points in 30 games, and he was a late first-round pick. 24 years old. So that's where maybe Zadina will break out. 24, 25 years old. But yeah, he's very skilled. He can make plays. He's just not putting up production. And no, Logan, I've watched the games. He does put up an effort onto the puck, and he has good control on the puck. Offensively, I've seen the effort, but whether it's two-way game or actual production on the offensive side, I still think he's a lot more to go. I mean, for a 6th overall pick, making an effort and showing you care, I mean, that only goes that's like a moral victory at that point. Yeah, the Wild, people don't talk about it enough, have such an underrated future. So the Charms, I'll check it out. Bobby, who's the best team in the NHL right now? Bobby, look out for my video. I think I'm dropping it either tomorrow or on New Year's Eve. So look out for that video. It'll be a tier list video. So I'll be posting what I believe is the best team in the NHL, or best teams. Thoughts on Kadri this season? Insane. I'm happy for him. Also just a little sad that didn't work out in Toronto, but anyways, yeah, Kadri's a beauty. He's probably going to get Revenite. If I could make an early prediction, I don't know if the Avs will be able to keep him, because I think Kadri in the open market, I think a team might give him $7 million. Definitely over 6. So I think a team might give him $7 million in the open market. The way he's producing, and He's definitely looking like he's one of the better, like, number 2 options for sure in the league. Because he's a guy that shows also with McKinnon being out that he can fill into a top line spot if he needs to. But yeah. Hey, we'll see, Jack Olson. But if you're asking if I accept, no, that's too much for Minnesota. I think that's too much for Minnesota. I don't know if Minnesota does that. You have to remember, right? Hurdle's is a pending UFA. But Jack, I will say this. Minnesota maybe does that if 2 things happen there. And I would think Mason agrees with me here. If San Jose was to take Victor Rask's contract, along with them agreeing on extension with Hurdle right away, then yes, that I could see Minnesota accepting that. If San Jose takes Victor Rask and gives permission for Minnesota to talk extension with Hurdle and a contract agreement, then I could see that being a deal that Minnesota accepts. But that would be the only scenario. If not, I don't see Minnesota accepting that if there's a risk of Hurdle leaving. That's way too much. It'd have to be Hurdle staying in Minnesota for that trade to be worth it. So I hope that answers your question. All right. Because that's a lot. Charms, I'm nervous about Wilson, man. I hope he stays, but I'm nervous. All right, guys. Yoshi, thanks, man. All right, guys. Love you. Hit that subscribe button always. Hit that notification bell. And spread the word of the channel. I hope I'll see you guys more. If you guys have any questions, reach out to me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, at Hot Take Hockey for every social media platform. And I'll post at least a video tomorrow, I hope. Maybe I'll be live tomorrow. We'll see. Game time decision. But you can always reach out to me. And I hope you guys have a great night. All right, guys. Love you. Thank you so much for the support. And hope to always see you guys in the streams and videos when you can.